I'm Barbara from AllBrands.com, and I'm so excited to be with you here today. We have a very unique program with Allegra, Erznoznik, and Janna Mathews from the Grace Company. I'm so excited to have them, and we're going to be showing you a ton of cool stuff. It's going to be quilting and TrueCut must-have tools for your sewing room, so I hope that you enjoy this. So I will bring them up now. Hello, Janna and Allegra.
Hi, Barbara. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I'm so excited that you're with us today.
Thanks for having us. We're so excited to talk about all the accessories and things that we have on sale this month for all your amazing customers.
Yes.
Super thrilled. We have so many things to show you guys.
I'm so excited. So in July, oh my gosh, is it June? It's June.
It's June.
This is the month of June in 2022, and we have some amazing specials that go on through this month that we're going to be showing in this video. So please ask questions throughout, and we have the masters here to show you these amazing products. We also have 2 amazing giveaways at the end of this video. So to be eligible to win, just comment #AllBrands. And at the end of this video, you'll win a $50 AllBrands.com e-gift card and a surprise from Allegra and Janna, which we'll announce later. So, oh my goodness, we have a lot to show today. So I'm going to just pass it on to you. Looks like the first thing that we have is a Grace Quilting Basics pack that you guys are going to show. And for you watchers out there, please ask us questions in the comments and we will try to answer you live.
Thanks so much. Yeah, so first we want to know where everybody is from. So if you put in the comments as well as that hashtag to win the free item from AllBrands and our surprise gift later. We want to know what the summer temperature is right now, where you're from, and then because right now here it's not too bad summer, right?
I think it was 84.
84. That's So stick that in there just so that we know where you're coming from. So at 84 Salt Lake City, if you're from there, or wherever you're watching from, so we can see where everybody's coming from. And so we're so excited to have everybody that's visiting with us today. So first we're going to talk about our amazing packages that we've got going on. So this month with the Grace Company, we have our 30% off discount on a lot of great stuff.
So many things.
Yeah. So the package first starts with our basic pattern perfect set. Now this is, Allie's going to show it here if it doesn't fall over all our pieces that we've got going on.
Go.
She's going to show this. It's our great for pantographs. So this attaches to your frame or to your unique machine. So if you have a domestic frame or domestic machine and it attaches to your frame, then this goes on there, and then it has plastic tracks and a stylus that sticks down inside, and you go through the stylus through the plastic track. So there's no problem, right, Allegra? There's no issue. You're not going to mess up.
That's right.
You don't have to remember the pattern, because I know that's my thing when I'm quilting. Sometimes if I'm doing just free motion and I start getting that quilt rolled up, then I think, wait, what pattern was I working on again?
Yeah.
With the pantographs, then you're all set. You can just have those available.
And it builds up that muscle memory too. It's great for beginners, helps you learn that motion.
Yeah. So again, it's got enough patterns in there to do any size quilt frame. So your a continuum size up to down to the cutie. You can use these. There is a piece of like non-skid stuff that you put on and then you screw it on to the table. So that's available again with 30% off. And then the next part of the package set is our free motion quilting starter kit. Now this is brand new with our company. Like, why don't you tell them a little bit about this?
This is exciting. This is one of my favorite things. Let's open it up and show you guys, actually. This is a wonderful item.
It's out of the box experience.
Out of the box experience. So it starts with a lovely starter quilt panel. And it also comes with batting and backing fabric as well, so you get everything kind of all in one.
So you're just started, right? You just get going. You don't have to do your own fabric.
Exactly.
It's all from the beginning.
All from the beginning. Just right out of the box, you can start quilting with this. And then it comes with a lovely instruction book, and it gets you right down to the basics. You know, it explains what comes in here, it explains how to do it, and it comes with these lovely tracing sheets as well.
Again, that muscle memory, because even though you would think that drawing isn't the same as free motioning movements, it does. It becomes that free motion. I know one of our educators here, Carla Jerome, she always has a doodle book with her.
Always.
And she's always doodling and practicing that muscle memory so that as she's free motioning, she can get into that as well.
Yeah, and it's great, you know. Free motioning is exactly the same thing as drawing a pencil over the paper, because that's exactly what you're doing with the machine. And we designed this so it could work with any machine. Long arm, domestic, it'll come with bobbins for either machine. It'll come with 3 M-class bobbins, and then 3 L-class bobbins, and then 3 15-class bobbins as well.
Well, I love that, because sometimes you think, oh, I can't do that. I don't have a long arm or mid arm. I just have my domestic and I'm working on it. Well, this can work with you, so it doesn't matter which one you have. You can get started with it.
And the bobbins are pre-wound.
Oh,
Exciting.
pre-wound bobbins, that's amazing.
And it comes with 2 cones of matching
Oh.
thread.
So no excuses why you can't get started on the free motion quilting. That's amazing. So this kit also is 30% off, and also tell everybody that all these specials, everything that we're talking about today is already on AllBrands website. They've got all the discounts set on there, so while you're watching, you can go and take a look at it, or you can go after the show and check out all the specials that are happening right now. So again, the plastic pattern perfect set, the free motion, and then what else comes in the whole package together?
Hey, ladies. Let me come in. So we actually have some comments from your question earlier about the weather that I'm going to answer. And Kathy says it's warmer on the east side for a change. Shirley says that she's in central Iowa. It's 85 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Hello from Illinois. Oh my goodness. Youngsville, Louisiana, 93. Oh my gosh. And then San Marcos, California, 88. We were just getting the weather report today. Northeast Ohio, 66. Thank you everyone for watching. And
and joining from all over. You know,
Yes.
we love hearing that we don't have to just be in one state to have these shows. We can be everywhere in other countries, and it's wonderful.
Yeah. So let me put up the quilting pack that we're showing on the banner. That is this one. It's the Quilting Basics pack, and it actually includes, and I'll put this in the description, it's the Basic Pattern Perfect set and the 8-pack of Finesse thread that you guys have, the Free Motion Starter Kit that Allegra showed, the starter quilt panel, the free motion start guide, batting and backing fabric, 6 tracing sheets, pencil and sharpener, 3 M-class bobbins and 3 L-class bobbins, depending on which machine you have, in a long arm, and then 2 additional spools of Finesse thread along with that. And that package is 30% off. So instead of it being normally $527.50. Now it's only $369.25 for all of those items. So can you, and I know they're having a little trouble hearing, but can you just show those, just like the product, the physical products for us before we transition to the next item?
Yeah, so that's this package right here. So that's the Pattern Perfect set. Again, can connect to your domestic machine on a frame or to your long arm. Then we have the Free Motion Quilting Starter Kit, and that was that whole big list that Barbara read. And then we have the 8-pack of Finesse thread. Now, I'm not sure how familiar everybody is with the Finesse thread. Finesse was a great new line that we got going here at the Grace Company through Wonderfil. It is 100% polyester, but has the look and feel of cotton, which for me, I love because it has that matte finish and it also has the ability to have that strength of the polyester. And how large are the cones, Allegra? They're 1,500 yards. Yeah.
And it's perfect. It's just enough to do one quilt. So you'll never have thread left over that you're never gonna know what to do with. Maybe not enough for another quilt. It's perfect. And the 4-pack, the 8-pack comes with 4 solid colors and 4 variegated colors. And it's wonderful. You've got a lovely mix of these neutral tones that you can see here. And then a nice pop of this green and this blue.
Yeah, so it's got, so again, that 8-pack of thread comes with the snow white, pearl white, that's the bright white and the off-white, light wool, smoky quartz, which is our off-white, tan, and gray. And then on our variegated, we have the mountain mist, which is the lighter gray, and then canyon shale, which is a darker, which has more black in it. So you have those other variegated colors. And then deep forest green and what we call King Atlantis. So it's a blue green. You may not be able to see it on there. So you should be able to get all of those. So that's, again, a 3-ply, 100% polyester, 1,500 yards per cone, 50 weight thread. So this pack, like Barbara was saying, before over 500, now under 350, it's all 30% off. You're going to get this, it's a perfect starter kit, right? That basic kit for everybody to get going on.
Maybe you don't like the heat like I do. Perfect to get started. Some great inside activities.
Stay inside, stay cool, especially on the east side that's hot, that's hotter than the west right now.
Yep.
Perfect to stay inside and get quilting.
Thank you, ladies. Oh my gosh. So Anne Philbeck commented, great for new quilters. Yeah. So if you just recently have a cutie frame, well, can you use the Pattern Perfect template set with the cutie or no?
You can, if you have, you just can't screw them down. So most frames have the inserts that have the holes where you screw down the hex nuts and everything, so it stays perfect. With the cutie, if you don't have the cutie legs, you can still use it, but you just have those non-skid inserts that go underneath it, and it might adjust a little bit, but if you want to use the Pattern Perfect for sure and get those cutie legs, and then it'll screw in and not move.
Yeah, what a great deal. And if you have a frame as well, use that. And I love how that, you know, I've tried pantographs before and I don't always stay in the lines. It's nice that it has like actual grooves where it does not allow you to go out of the lines. So thank you for that. And also Kathy commented, interesting. I like cotton, but not the lint. This thread might be just perfect. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we've had a lot of success with our finesse thread for people who are cotton enthusiasts, right? People were like, oh, I just love cotton. But again, that breakage of the cotton and then the high lint factor, that can be a deterrent for the cotton users. So the 50% or the 100% polyester helps that with the 50 weight. And then it's a 3-ply, so that's helpful as well.
Great. And Nilda asks if it comes in black and white thread in the kit.
Yes.
Oh, not in the kit.
In the kit, you get, with the free motion kit, you get gray. The pre-wound bobbins are gray, and then the 2 thread spools that you get are gray. In the kit, you do get a white, and then an off-white, which is the snow white, which is a more bright white, and then the pearl, which is an off-white. But there's not a black in the kit.
Okay.
But
Great.
it is available to order in other ways.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the next item we have to show is the Grace Qnique Laser and Gracie Laser, which are both 30% off. So I'll let you show those.
Yeah, so my favorite thing, so we talked about the basic pattern set, right, with the pantograph. So that we talked about basic, you're a new quilter, you don't want it to move at all, but then how do you go to that next level without getting too far away, right? And so that's the Gracie Laser and the Qnique Laser. So the Gracie Laser is if you are attaching it to your domestic machine. And I'm going to pull this out of the box. So it's just this small blue piece. it has a knob on the back that you attach to the side of your carriage, and then it shines down onto your table so you can follow along your pantograph. But my favorite thing about it is with a basic pattern set, you have how many patterns? 4, right? 4 on each side, so 8 total patterns. Yeah, but 8. But with the laser, everything's your pattern, right?
Yeah.
You can print off pantographs. You can use stencils.
You can make your own.
You can make your own. You can use pattern or your fabric as your pattern. You can, I mean, everything now becomes, whatever you can put on that table becomes your pattern.
And the Gracie laser, it can attach to the front or the back of your carriage, and it has a locking swivel, so it's not going to move around while you're quilting either.
Yeah, the difference between the Qnique laser and then the Gracie laser, the Qnique laser, this one attaches right underneath the domestic or your Qnique machine. So it attaches underneath the wheels, and so then your laser is shining down, and it's specific for the Qnique machine. Whereas the Gracie laser can go with any domestic machine. So you're not limited whether you have a domestic or a Qnique machine, long arm, you can do pantograph work from the front or back.
Yes. And both lasers also come with 4 different laser tips as well.
So
Oh,
I can be precise, or I can be kind of
A little messy.
a little messy, because that's usually what happened with pantographs. Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow, I
both
love
are
that.
set up. Yeah.
That is so cool. So if you click the shop description link in our video, those 2 lasers are listed. The Gracie Qnique laser is 30% off, and it's already marked down. So if you have coupons that are listed on our promotions page, maybe try that out. And also the Grace laser as well. The Grace Qnique laser works with the Grace Qnique machines, and the Gracie laser is for domestic machines. Let's see if we have any questions. Here's one from Anne that we answered in the comments, I believe, already. She's asked if the Finesse threads are sold separately, and the answer is yes.
Yes. Yeah. So this specific pack, the 8-pack of thread, is on special for 30% off. If you are looking for individual cones, and we have about 60 or 70 different varieties, about 20 to 30 solids, and then 20 to 30 variegated. Those individual cones aren't on special this month, just this specific pack.
Great. And I believe this was when we were talking about the pattern Perfect. Miss Maureen says she has the pinnacle frame. Will that work for her?
You know, that's a great question. And we have had a lot of different frames. The pinnacle is not one we have currently. It's a discontinued model, so I don't have that one memorized. But if you reach out to our chat, either on AllBrands or on our website, on the Grace Frame website, we can get that answered for you right away.
Here's another question from Jennifer. She says, are the 4 different tips new?
Yes, they are new. So it's been in the last year or so. So if you've gotten a laser before and haven't gotten it, then yep, they're new.
And
One
for
thing I also wanted to talk about with the lasers is the Qnique laser doesn't have a battery. It attaches right into the machine, so it won't run out of battery or have to be plugged in. And then the Qnique laser for the domestic is a battery powered. So there's no additional cords for that one, or having to, for either of them, trying to plug them into a power source.
oh my gosh, that's great. Here's one question from Jennifer Hoffman. Beautiful photo there. Tips for practicing with the laser.
You know, one thing I always do with the laser is, just like the free motion, you want to have your kind of set aside fabric to practice on. But it's always about, like we said with the free motion, that doodling. Try first, turn your laser on and hold it with your hand, and tracing with just your hand first. So you have that practice, and again, that muscle memory, and then try putting it on your frame and practicing it with your machine. That way you get that practice without using up a lot of fabric and thread right away.
Very cool. So we're about 20 minutes in, so I have 3 comments that I'm gonna put on the screen. Belinda Brine says she loves Finesse threads. I've actually used them before too. They are fantastic. April Taylor says, what great products. I agree, April. And Belinda Brine says, I love all of the Grace Company. I agree.
We love that comment too, yeah.
All right, so the next item that we're going to show is the Grace rear handles, which are also 30% off.
30% off. I know, it's a crazy month. Everything, it seems, is 30% off. So our rear handles are specific to just our Qnique machine. So if you have a domestic machine on a Qnique, or on a Grace frame, it's already going to have those rear handles on that top carriage. So you're not going to need this. This is for the Qnique machine specifically, so the 15, 19, and 21, and they are specific to each machine. And do you know why, Allegra, they're specific to each machine?
Yes, because each machine is a little bit different. Like the 21 versus the 21 Pro, their screens are a little bit different. So you do need the different handles to accommodate the different types of screens that each machine has.
Yeah, and one thing we're going to be talking about later is the 21X Elite, and I found out today that if you put the wrong rear handles on the wrong machine, you could possibly blow out a motherboard. And so we don't want that to happen.
Yes.
So always make sure that if you have a Qnique and you're ready to order your rear handles, make sure you're selecting the correct one for your machine so that you don't accidentally blow those out.
Or if you're calling in, make sure you know what machine you have.
Yeah. So with the rear handles, why would we need rear handles? Can't we do everything from the front?
Not if you're doing pantographs. They're great for the pantographs. You need them for the plastic pattern perfects that you do. They go on the table behind the frame. So you need to be able to work from behind and see what you're doing from behind to be able to use these products and get the best, I guess, experience out of them.
Right, because on both of the lasers, you can try and work from the front with them, but it's a lot easier if you're putting those patterns down on that table insert, and then they're focusing on the table, and then you can run it from behind. And the nice thing about all the frames with the Grace Company is you can get casters. So even if your room doesn't have the space to always have that extra room in the back behind it to work with the rear handles, you can always get the casters and then wheel it out of the way when you're not using it from behind. Yep. And the rear handles don't have to stay on the machine all the time. You can remove them if you needed to because of the space to move the back. But again, those rear handles are 30% off. It's like a 30% special.
Yeah.
I love 30% off. I love sales. I love them. I love them. So what I wanted to tell everyone, if you aren't sure if these are compatible with your machine or you need to find the ones that are, please call AllBrands at 1-800-739-7374. We have customer service representatives available to help you. We also have a live chat on our website, allbrands.com. We're here to help you. So let's see if we have any questions about that item. Let's see. I'm not sure if we're going to get to this one, Victoria, but maybe we can explain it a little bit. Going back to the laser, Victoria asked, Barbara, can you demo how the laser fits any machine and operates? And the price will respond to you in the description, Victoria.
We can't really demo it here.
Yeah, we don't have a frame, so it's not on yours. She's going to come just a little bit closer.
This great picture on the back of the box.
So it clamps onto either the carriage. Yes. So it has like a gator clamp style.
Yeah. So if you have a Grace carriage, there's a specific spot for the Gracie laser.
Either on the top carriage handles or at the carriage below.
That is great.
And so it doesn't work. It doesn't work if you're only just using your machine and you don't have a quilting frame. So if you don't have a quilting frame and you're wanting to do pantograph work, just moving your quilt through the throat of your machine, that's not going to work for pantographs. You're going to need a quilting frame to be able to handle that.
Okay, great. Jennifer says, I did not realize that I need to get rear handles. Yes. So if you see anything you like in this video, click the shop products link in the description. And for the month of June, it's already marked down to 30% off of normal price. So don't miss out on the savings there. All right. So the next thing that we were going to show is that Pattern Perfect that we showed earlier is available by itself for 30% off.
Yeah, so sometimes people have already been doing free motion work. They don't want to get that free motion starter kit, and maybe they're not ready to get all that thread yet. Like they're not, they've gotten the thread because right, like that's our basic set. For people who are just getting started, it's like, oh, I need these different kinds of threads. But if you're just wanting to try pantograph and you've already done free motion, we have that Pattern Perfect set up as by itself 30% off so that you can take advantage of it right now. The thing I love about the Pattern Perfects though is that I don't have to worry about my design. Like I said earlier, it's like gonna be the same all the way through. I'm not set on
It's like a nice
remembering.
break.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cool, ladies. Okay, so the next item that we have to show is the Grace Quilters combo, which guess what? It's also 30% off. Oh my goodness. And I believe I have a picture of that, correct?
Yes.
You do.
All right, so here it is. Let's explain what it is.
So our quilters combo is part of our TrueCut system, which is, several years ago, our owner came to decide like, hey, we need a better, faster, easier way for people to cut fabric. And so that's how the TrueCut system came to be. And so you can see that our cutters and rulers have a track and guide system. So our cutter goes on the track so that it stays next to the ruler. So there's no veering off. As you're cutting, there's not an, oh, I've cut too much fabric.
Or maybe you slipped under the ruler.
Or you slipped under the ruler, or you slipped over the top of the ruler and accidentally cut your finger, because that never happens to any quilter.
Right. Maybe drop a 1 in the comments if you've maybe had a rotary cutting accident.
I've had a lot of people tell me about their accidents. In fact, we were at a show recently and I had a lot of quilters want to show me photos of their accidents, and so I could easily tell them, hey, that accident would have happened with the quilters combo. So it's our 6.5 by 24.5 inch ruler. It also has holes. You'll notice in the ruler it has holes throughout there. And people always ask, why do we have holes?
Why do you have holes? Well,
yeah, you can do markings. So it shows markings for 1.5 or 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, or 1/4 inch markings, or an 1/8 inch. So you can do that. It helps you hold the fabric as you're holding the ruler down, but also it makes it more sturdy. So the flexibility of the ruler so it doesn't crack or chip when you accidentally drop it. Also in that pack comes a package of True Grips. These are phenomenal. I don't know how many people live without True Grips. You put them on the back of your ruler and then it helps it keep it from sliding. Now it comes with 15 large and 15 small, but someone told me a tip that you can use the pieces in between the circles that are like diamond shaped and use those as well.
Yes. I use True Grips for things other than the rulers. I will say all of the pots that I have here at work have True Grips on the bottom of them.
Yeah, it's great. They're not just for cutters, but they hold everything. Plus now the quilters combo comes in this great bag. So you can put all your True Grips
bag.
Your True Grips, TrueCut, everything in this bag to help carry it from one project to the other, and it's all set.
And this is our largest ruler, so it'll fit any other ruler you get from us as well.
That is so cool, and I love the bag. That's great. We've had some comments come in about this, the combo. Paula Roney says, I have the Grace Quilters combo and I love it. That track is helpful for cutting nice straight pieces. And Belinda Brine says, I have my comfort cutter. I wouldn't own anything else. We did not pay these people to make these comments either, just so that you guys know. Let's see. Oh, good idea. Jennifer Hoffman says, I use the holes to hang it on my wall.
Oh,
Very
Yeah.
great idea. One thing I do know on the comfort cutter, because a lot of people will ask, is it left or right-handed? Because you have a lot of left-hand cutters,
Yes.
and it is interchangeable. So there's instructions in the packaging that'll show you how to switch to a left hand. So you're not just limited to only right-hand cutting with that comfort cutter.
Oh, it's so great. All right. Well, the next thing on the agenda today is 30% off as well. And it's the Grace ruler base, which is so cool. I love ruler quilting. So let's show that one.
So this is our ruler base. And again, it's specific to the unique machines. Now, I know, Barbara, you guys have, if you have a domestic machine and want to do ruler work, I know you guys have some with Sew Steady, some products that you can do there. So if you have a domestic machine, look on AllBrands website for those Sew Steady ruler bases for just domestic machines. But these are specific to the unique machines.
I'll be on with Stacy in 2 weeks.
Oh, perfect.
So ruler base now if you have the unique machine, and then we'll tell you all about the rulers in 2 weeks from now. So
Excellent.
Great,
That's
great
so
rulers.
fortuitous. Yeah.
Perfect timing.
So yeah, so the ruler base is specific to each machine. Again, you're 15, 19, or 21. So when you're ordering, you want to make sure you specify which one. And it clamps on to the bottom section of your machine, and then your fabric is over the top. And the point of it is so that you have a nice table. So if you just have a regular domestic, or I'm sorry, a unique machine that has about 2 inches of table area, when you put the ruler top on, that gives you much more ability to lay your rulers on top and then keep them level instead of scooping down into the quilting fabric. But again, 30% off. It's an amazing deal right now.
Yes.
I agree, ladies. Okay, so we're about halfway through right now. We've shown tons of products, and we have even another great product to show. But I wanted to remind everyone, if you're just coming in now, we have not 1, but 2 giveaways at the end of this broadcast. So to be eligible, go ahead and comment #AllBrands in the comments. And at the end of this live broadcast, we'll be giving away an allbrands.com e-gift card. And should we tell them what they're going to win?
I think at this point we should tell them. Yes.
Okay. What are we going to win?
You will win a quilters combo.
Yay!
Woo! I mean,
That is
so
so cool.
it's so fantastic, right? It's a great thing to get started in your quilting cutting needs. And so some people say, well, I already have a whole system. I don't want to get started. Get started with the quilters combo. Let's do the basics and then get you going. And so then you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. All right. Well, we're on to hopping feet now. There's 2 options, a 3-piece and a 9-piece set. So let's take it away.
So these hopping feet are specific to unique machines. So if you do have a domestic, we don't have additional hopping feet for you yet. I mean, maybe in the future, but currently with the Grace Company, we have a 3-piece set. Now with that 3-piece, you have a open toe foot, which is great for when you're trying to see right where you're going. If you're doing feathering, you can see right where you're following along. You get your micro stippling foot, perfect for micro stippling, and then your ruler foot, which you would use with your ruler base so that it's a little bit thicker than your normal hopping foot. So when you're quilting against those rulers, it doesn't go accidentally over the top or your ruler come into your hopping foot. It helps hold it on there easily. But again, just like all the other unique pieces, it's specific to your 15, 19, or 21 size. And then with the 9-piece,
It comes with a regular hopping foot and then these plastic attachments that go on it, and they're great. So it gets 3 couching feet, a small, a medium, a large, and then you get 3 echo feet as well, also small, medium, large, and then you also get a glide foot, a square foot, and then another square foot.
it's like it says it's a square foot, but it's really designed to be a diamond foot. So it's the orientation of that square foot.
A diamond foot.
No, my favorite
Yes.
part of the 9-piece is those couching feet. it allows you to pull in a ribbon or a piece of yarn, and then you stitch over the top, and so your design is 3D, which is great for baby blankets.
Yarn work.
Yeah, it's so wonderful. And for me, sometimes I don't want a piece, but I want a quilt. I can use the couching foot and just use regular fabric with no piecing, and then do a beautiful design, and I'm not having to just do some piecing.
That is so cool. So to see those 2 feet, click shop product in the description of this video. And for the month of June, they are 30% off. Let's see if we have any questions in the comments that came through. The first, cycling back to the TrueCut, Jennifer said, totally agree, we'll never get rid of my comfort cutter. And here's a question from Anne. TrueCut looks amazing. Does it take special blades?
The blades that we use, we have it's a tri-wing design, and it's pretty industry standard, so that you can use other blades as long as they have that tri-wing. The steel that we use is a certain kind of steel so that they last longer with our sharpeners and everything. But you can use other blades. So you can order them from AllBrands, from the Grace Company, or you can use other blades. Now, if the blade is just a single pole, like there's a couple companies that use just a single hole, it's not the tri-wing, they won't work as well in the cutter, but you can try those. The other thing that you can do is you can use other cutters on our TrueCut. It just won't connect to that guide. You can also use our cutters with other rulers. There's 2 guides in the pack that you get. One is the guide that goes with the TrueCut system, and one is just a little bit higher so that you can use it with regular rulers. So even if you have other rulers and other cutters, you can still start out with these pieces and get going with the TrueCut system.
L Favor says, say what? With some hearts. I agree. And April Taylor says, what a great set. So many options. And Ann Philbeck says, wow, couching is great. Couching is so great. I love it. It's so, so cool. Oh my goodness.
With couching, I didn't know that you could do this, but you can even attach your couching foot to your Qnique machine if you're doing automation, and then do couching with automation, which I didn't know was possible until recently. And I saw a table runner done. They were doing it for fall, and they had pumpkins and leaves in this orange yarn for this table runner. It was amazing because it's like all the things you can do with quilting you never knew was possible.
Very, very cool. All right, so next we have 3 Leah Day rulers that are all 30% off. So
I feel like a little broken record, right? 30%, but I like this broken record. So we have three rulers from Leah Day. She's one of our ambassadors, and then became a person she's also one of our dealers, but she's come up with these different size rulers that work great with templates. So it's the super slide, the mini slide, and the slice. Now, there's a difference if you're getting them for a long arm and a domestic.
Yes. If you want them for a long arm, they're going to be 1/4 of an inch thick. If you're getting them for the domestic, they're going to be 1/8 of an inch thick.
Yeah, so when you're ordering through AllBrands, make sure you specify if it's for a domestic or if it's for a long arm, so that you get the right thickness. And the reason for that is the type of hopping foot. So on your long arms, you're going to have that ruler foot that we talked about, and the 3-piece that's a little bit thicker, so it allows you to go right against those rulers. But with domestics, they don't have that option typically. So we need a smaller ruler. It's thinner. It's that 1/8 inch. And again, 30% off. So before you would get maybe just the ruler base or just your hopping foot. But now with 30% off, you can get your hopping foot, your ruler base, and your rulers all set together.
Great. Thank you, ladies. So that was the Leah Day rulers. It's the 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, depending on which machine you have, super slide, the mini slide, or the slice ruler. Could we see those close up to the camera? Would you?
Yeah, let's see. We can, Allegra's going to bring them up a little bit closer. So this one is
you.
the splice. And then this one is the super slide. You can see it's like a curved. And then the mini slide, of course, is just a smaller version of that.
Very, very cool.
And these
Oh
are
my
great basic rulers to get started, right? When people say, well, how, you know, we always get those questions. How do I get started? What are some things to just do something different than free motion? And that's all these things, right? Like, it's just another little step different than your free motion quilting to get you going in a little bit more, a little bit better than just your free motion.
So I think I know what product is going to be the most popular one today because there's a lot of questions about it. So we're going to circle back to the TrueCut quilters combo. I'm going to put that back on the screen. That's this combo. If you click the shop products link in the description of our video, it's there. But we have a question from Nilda. Thank you for watching. How many sizes and cutters and blades are available if they want to get extra cutters for that system?
We have two different kinds of cutters. The comfort cutter, which is this curved one that you can kind of see on the back of this, or the one that was in the picture that you had. And then we have normal straight cutters, and each of them come in 3 different sizes: a 28 millimeter, the 45 millimeter, and the 60 millimeter.
That is great. Thank you, Allegra. All right, so we have 2 more items that we're going to show you today. The next item is the Luminess light bar. Now I'll bring up a picture of that on the screen, and maybe you can tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so thanks for putting it on the screen because we're going to move over to the light bar from where we were sitting. So the light bar comes in a couple of different sizes. We have it in a 10-foot, a 5-foot, and then it has a 2-foot extension. So then you can put it on whatever size that you're needing to do. So Allie's is standing right by our 5-foot. You can see here. Let's see if we come back to us.
Sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Let's see. All right.
Okay.
Here we have Allie. All right. Or is it Allie or Allegra? Is Allie just your fun name?
Yeah, it's both.
Okay. All right. Take it away, Allie.
Yeah, so these are our light bars. They have these nice LED bulbs in them, and they're 50% off the entire month of June.
Wait, I thought everything was 30%
Not
off.
the light bars.
50% off?
Yes, and that's great because they're super great. They light up your work area super well. They have this lovely switch. So convenient, so nice. They're great to have.
Now, Allegra, we've had these lights on the whole time we've been having the show. Now, you said that we're an LED light. So could you touch it again to show how hot it is? Not hot at all, right? Your hand is right on that light.
Right on the light. I'm touching it. The fingerprints are on there.
So we have the 10-foot. Now, the 10-foot can go up to 11 feet by itself. There's some little extensions with each light bar. So your 10-foot can go up to 11-foot. Your 5-foot can go up to a 6-foot. But then we have the 2-foot extension that allows us to take that 10-foot to a 12-foot size. So whatever size frame you have will be able to go around your light bar. Now, I know some people who have a light bar over their cutting table, and the light bar is on wheels. So you can move it over to your quilting frame or over to your light bar. I mean, over your cutting table, bring it to the kitchen table, whatever you're needing.
So you don't have to have a long arm machine for a reason to get this lighting system. It's perfect for fitting over a large cabinet for sewing or a cutting table.
Yes.
Just great system.
Yeah, and the other great thing about the light bar this month, so besides the 50% off, so again, 50% off on the light bar itself, is if you order a cutie or a Q-zone hoop or a Q-zone queen frame, it comes free.
Yes.
So wait a minute, free.
So we went from
phenomenal.
30% off to 50% off to free.
Here's a let's go to some Q&A here. We have actually we haven't gotten any questions that I can see. Let's see, but we did have some comments. Oh, Belinda says, I also have the light bar in 5 feet. I'm going to be getting the 10-foot next. She
Nice.
also commented, they are super bright. Yes, we have them on our retail store floor. They are perfectly, wonderfully bright and out of the way. And you can never have too much light. Amazing special, 50% off.
Yeah, the other thing about the Luminess light bars is it has a TrueCut matte or true color match system, which means when you're trying to match up your color with your thread, it's going to look what they really are. I know sometimes when I'm using orange thread and a red fabric, they might look similar, but I bring them out to the sunshine and go, oh no, that one's really orange and that one's really red, or this one's a little bit more pinky. With the the True color match system on the Luminess light bar, it will help you eliminate any of those issues. Great.
I see a sewing machine in the background there. Is that the Grace 21 Elite? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So
this is the new 21X Elite. I'm really excited to show you this one. I'm going to hand the camera over to Allegra here so that we can see this.
See?
Okay.
Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, Allegra.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Can you see everyone? Yeah, okay.
Great.
Thumbs up.
So thumbs up. So this is the new 21X Elite. So you can see right away, it looks a little bit different than the 21 Pro. The screen you can see is horizontal instead of vertical. So it's a little bit bigger as well. So we wanted a big screen. Our engineers worked really hard to get this new customer interface. So I'm going to have Allie slowly come towards the screen so we can see it. So it has a new customer interface, and right away in the help section, it has places where you can ask for troubleshooting, help with quilting. So if I'm going to prepare to quilt.
Yeah, maybe if we can show the screen straight on, we may be able to see it a little bit better.
A little bit better.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There we go.
So we have guides on threading your machine. We'll look at it and it pulls up. Look at this little graphics.
And
How
then,
nice is that?
and then as you touch the numbers, it will give you instructions on that specific section.
And then you can hit next. Next again.
If you're finished with it, you can always hit back and be finished with that section and go to the next part of preparing to quilt. So how to choose your needle. There's also some other pieces. If for troubleshooting, say you're having, maintenance for troubleshooting, right? If you're having problems with your stitches, your tension is off, you can walk through, okay, I've got some skip stitches, some things that you can look through first right away. Now this is the main screen. So you can choose your different stitch modes. Just like before, it has the 4 stitch modes: precise, cruise, manual, and based. The 3 precise, cruise, and based are regulated, and then manual is just a manual mode. And then once you've selected your stitch mode, you have your different stitches per inch, and you can go from there. One of the things I love about this machine, though, I'm going to come back here, is that it has the setting for your edge warnings. So I can come and move my machine over to the edge and mark it, and then move it back to the other side and mark it, so that I'm not going to hit the front or the back or go farther on the side than I need to. If I accidentally get to that section, it will flash on the screen in red, and it'll also flash underneath where the needle is, and it'll flash that for me as well, flash red. It'll also beep. Now, if you're like some of my coworkers who have problems with migraines, that flashing might be too much for you. You can turn it off. If you're someone who doesn't like the beeping, it's kind of annoying, you can turn that off. So you can have whatever piece that you want. You can make the brightness of the needle section larger or smaller. So it's available either way. It's all adjustable. which is not normal in most of the long arms in the
Yes.
system, right? The other thing that the 21X Elite comes with is the Magnifique. So we're going to come in just a little bit again, and it is down here, trying to see if you can see it. So this piece right here. Can you see that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this comes in 3 different magnifications to help you thread your needle. I don't know about you, but sometimes I have a hard time seeing where that hole is. When you're not using it, you can flip it up so it's out of the way, and you can even pull it off, and it comes with a handheld piece so that you can use it yourself later in another section.
Wow. Everyone in the comments is loving this machine, and I do too. I saw it at a trade show, and just knowing that, okay, so when you're long arm quilting, you kind of have to know in your mind, like when you're close to the edge, but then you're going to hit it, and then you're only gonna, if you go, you can only go one way, and it's just like, I can't believe I got stuck in the corner. This one beeps at you, and it's like when you're backing up your vehicle, and it's like you're getting close to the edge.
Yeah.
You haven't hit it yet. The machines prior to this one, you have to hit the edge before you
have
know.
to get it first, and then you're like, oh, I went too far. Yeah.
I love that feature. What
The other great thing about it is it has a bobbin winder on the top still, but it's a little bit stronger. So it's faster, it's more accurate than the 21 Pro. So this is now the top of the line. It also has one thing that I didn't mention before is the handlebars. They've put a little vibration reduction in there. So when you're using it, it won't shake as much. Not that they shook a lot before, but it helps reduce that vibration just a little bit. Now, if you were quilting, just a little bit, you might not notice it, but those long quilting hours, they eventually do take a toll.
Oh my goodness, that is so cool. So guys, we're going to be doing our giveaway in about 5 or so minutes. I have some comments that I'd love to show and some questions, if that's okay.
Okay, so we're going to come back away from that so we can, if you want to go back to you, then we'll get set back up again.
All right, so just circling back to some of the comments that I love. Margie says, fabulous. I agree. The Grace Company comes up with some great quilting solutions for you. Renee says, yes, exclamation point. Yes, I agree. Valerie says, I need that on my sewing machine. Yes, Valerie, I agree. This was so cute. Thumbs up, butterfly, flowers emoji. Very cute. Belinda says, so many features on it. Belinda says, nice, love the warning signals. Yes, I need warning signals in all aspects of my life. Erin says, nice quilt in the background.
Oh, thank you.
Here's one from April, watching from Australia. What countries is this machine available in? Do you know?
Yeah, so the 21X Elite has just been released for Australia, so they're working on getting those released out to the dealers out there. So you should see it hitting the country soon. So they just had to make sure all the electronics worked for it.
Oh, great. Cool. Okay, let's get back to the questions. Okay, so Ann Philbeck talking about that Luminess light bar. I'll bring up the picture. So it comes in how many sizes again?
So there's 10 foot or 5 foot, and then there's a 2 foot extension. So if you already have a 10 foot, you can now purchase the 2 foot extension at that 50% off. But the 2 foot extension does not work with a 5 foot. So you can't make the 5 foot into a 7 foot. It only works with the 10 foot to become a 12 foot.
Okay, cool. So she asks, if she has a different kind of machine or frame, can she still use that light?
Yeah. the light bar can go over any frame, any table. It can go in over your crafting table. If you're crocheting, if you're it's everything.
Yeah, you don't need to
crafting.
use it for just quilting. It can be used for anything.
And it is height adjustable, so you can, depending on how high your room is, we had it set up a little bit lower. There's still 2 or 3 more spots to bring it lower down. So it doesn't have to be really high above if you're at a sit down model. If you can bring it down lower so you can see better.
All right, let's see if we have any more questions. April asks, do the light bars work in Australia?
Yes, they work in Australia. You can get them from our dealers there.
All right. And you guys did such a great job. We're just getting a bunch of, oh my goodnesses, that's so cool. And awesome. I need so many stuffs. Yes, I agree. Oh my gosh. This has been great. So we'll be doing our giveaway very soon. If you have any last minute questions, please ask them now, but go ahead and comment AllBrands to be eligible to win a $50 allbrands.com e-gift card. And we'll do a secondary drawing for the quilters combo. So if you love this video, please hit the bell to subscribe at the bottom if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook, please follow us. We would love to have you be a follower, and actually follow us as well on our Sew Forum group on Facebook. So where can they follow Grace, Allegra?
We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram,
YouTube.
and YouTube.
Yeah.
But you know our Instagram name is different, right?
Very
I
cool.
think it's just Grace Code. If you go to our Facebook page, then our Instagram is connected to that, and then our YouTube on there. But again, we always recommend follow AllBrands, because anything we're going to come out with, we're passing it on to AllBrands, and so they're going to have all the specials that we have. There's nothing we have that we wouldn't pass on for AllBrands, and so they can be your #1 spot to find anything that's happening. If you have questions, if they don't know, they'll reach out to us and we'll let them know, and then they can pass it on. So AllBrands is the best place for you to find all the information about the Grace Company products.
All right, so we're going to get ready to do our giveaway, but Gwen wanted to just confirm, how wide are the light bar frames for the last
So you can do, the 5 foot goes up to a 6 foot, the 10 foot can go up to 11, and then with that extension, it'll go to a 12 foot.
Thank you. And guys, if you saw anything that you like in this video, please click the shop product link in the description of this video on Facebook or YouTube, and it will bring you right to a product page that shows this video and all of the products that are already marked down 30 to 50% off for the month of June. So please take advantage of those specials. All right, so our first giveaway that we're going to be doing is the allbrands.com e-gift card. So drum roll, please.
Drum roll here.
And our winner is Larry Christensen. Congratulations. Yay! So please email me at events@allbrands.com to claim your prize. So what's our next item to give away?
Is our quilters combo, which is our 6.5 by 24.5 ruler, our 45 millimeter comfort cutter, and pack of true grips in the wonderful carrying pack that you can take with you.
Woohoo! All right, let's do this again. And drum roll, please. Our winner is Ann Philbeck. Congratulations, Ann. And please email me at events@allbrands your name, email address, phone number, and shipping address so that we can get that sent out to you. And thank you everyone for watching. We do giveaways at the end of all our shows, so please join us every Thursday at 3:30 Central Time. Thanks, ladies.
Well, thank you so much for having us, Barbara. We've had such a great time.
Yes, that was great. I hope that you come back and join us again. We definitely love all of the solutions that your company invents, and thank you for being there for us and showing us all these cool products.
Well, thanks.
All right, y'all have a great day. Love you. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.